A lot of my titles have like an impact on what I've painted. This painting is called Love is Contagious. I love creating characters and then making them out of needle felting.
Today, I get to interview and paint a very special artist. This artist is the one who inspired me to become an artist.
And for some reason, the stakes of painting her feel so high because I've admired her work since I was 5 years old. So welcome to the little English coastal town of Little Hampton, where I will be interviewing and painting a portrait of the artist Natasha Debnam, who also happens to be my aunt. After spending nearly 3 weeks in London, Joel and I were ready to slow down for the holiday and took a train to Brighton and eventually made it to my aunt's small seaside town of Little Hampton, just in time to see the set she had made for her church's nativity play, which happens to be a pretty big deal in England. And that's when I had the idea. What if I asked her to be a featured artist on our YouTube channel?
It's gonna be so much fun to get to paint her and to share her work with you all. I'm so excited for you to see her work. Okay, let's go.
Welcome to the studio of Natasha Debnam.
My studio, I think sometimes represents my mind. Like all the things, little treasures that I've got, little treasures for my children, things I've made, things I've held on to from childhood.
Look at this awesome shirt. And guess who the artist and designer of this shirt is?
I actually just found, while I was flicking through, I found the rough sketches to that shirt.
What's your favorite color?
Turquoise.
Have you ever been painted before?
Maybe back in the day in art college, we would have to take turns doing different quick kind of drawings.
Don't worry about posing. I'll just be scribbling.
Can you tell us a little bit about the kind of art you do, what different mediums you work in?
I think it depends on the project. But what naturally flows out of me always tends to revolve a lot around marine animals. I love painting, I love pencil crayon. It just depends on what you're playing with for that day or for different projects. I love creating characters and then making them out of needle felting as well.
Lovely. Can you show us the little character behind you on your chair there?
Oh, this one, yeah. She was one of my first. And I've got a little anglerfish. And then I've got things say from this painting, which is called Love is Contagious. The thing that got me started sharing my art, say on Instagram, which was very scary at the time, was when COVID hit. I just started sketching and I did my response to COVID. And then I was praying about it, saying, how can we help? It's called Stop. That's the name of this one. And then I thought I could maybe sell some prints and then think about giving some of the money to somebody I know who runs a really good charity. And here's then the print that I did from my little sketch.
Lovely.
And the thing that has been amazing with this one, I think I'm proud of it because it was the first thing that got me sharing. But also I've had so many people respond, and I've had people who have survived cancer and they've bought this and they were like, this represents the end of that. And so I was just it's amazing how my little thing and people have been impacted. So I think that's probably the one I may be most proud of in that sense. A lot of times I could just be out for a walk praying and all of a sudden I get an image, and that's where a lot of my things are. It's what I'm going through in my life and what I'm praying about, and then all of a sudden God just gives me this image. And this one was one of my really early ones, and it was quiet time, when you've got young kids, and I'd be struggling and I'd be praying about it, and then this is the image. It's how important it is for self-care to give yourself that quiet time. This one's Everyone Deserves a Hug, and this one was Just Be Yourself. Or no, it's called Be Free. And this one it's called Healing Water. And I did this one particularly for a friend, and I just felt she was placed in a new season, a real season of healing for her. And this is the image I came up with.
You do a lot of sea creatures and sea. Did you always do that, or was it moving here and living directly beside the sea?
I used to dream about sharks.
Are you scared of sharks?
I am scared of sharks, but a lot of times when I'm drawing them, it isn't a fear feeling when I'm drawing them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm terrified of the sea, because it's a whole other world under there.
Yeah.
And you don't know about it. That is just so fascinating to me. So I think it just kind of grew. And then living by the sea and then going for walks every day along the sea. Yeah. I think, And then my little octopus sidekick kind of started to happen. It's about the process. It's not about the final product. As a creative, like sometimes I can feel a little bit edgy and I'm thinking, what's wrong with me? And then I realize I just haven't created something. And now where my dream's going is to doing my own,
to do your own book.
My own kids' books.
Which I just think it would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I would buy it.
If you have any advice to give, like, a younger illustrator, what would it be? I ask for a friend, but definitely for myself.
I think I've always been quite shy, but I think I would say you just need to go for it. You just need to be fearless.
Where do you think creativity comes from?
I think it comes from God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was the creator. I see a lot of pictures when I'm praying. That's how he kind of speaks to me a lot.
Well, thank you so much for letting me paint you. Obviously, I have been very inspired by your work. I am an artist because of you, and that's just true. So, like, it's a privilege to get to draw you. Thank you.
For me, it's funny. You're my little niece. So. Aw, I love that. That's amazing. It's gonna go in my studio.
What surprised me most about getting an in-depth view into my aunt's work is just how similar we are when we approach a piece of art. I've always known that she was the one who inspired me to be an artist, but now I think that inspiration goes deeper than I thought it did. Her work is so full of light and joy, and I would highly encourage you to check out her work further by visiting her on Instagram and through her website. Thank you for following along, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.